Hi everyone! In today's video, I thought I'd share some of my recent favourite things with you all. So I'll be chatting about everything I've been loving using lately, from beauty products to some fashion, books, other bits and bobs that I think you might enjoy hearing about as well. Let's start with beauty. Now, this time of year, I really think a lot about my SPF. I try to wear SPF all year round, but in the summertime, it's obviously extra important. And I've been trying out a couple of SPF products. So I'd heard a lot about the Eve Lom SPF, which has factor 50, and it's a sort of daily protection, light moisturizer. And I have been using it, but it is a very pricey product, especially when it's something that I use every day, and it's quite a tiny little tube. So I started to look for a more affordable option than this. And I often like the number 7 range that you can get in Boots, which is a big pharmacy here in the UK. And I thought I'd give their SPF 50 a try. So this is a very similar product in that it's a light moisturizer that also has SPF 50 in it. And to be honest, this is the real winning product for me. It's such a better price point, but it feels just as nice on my skin. I don't like SPFs that are too oily if I'm putting them on my face, because sometimes that can cause me to break out in a spot or two, and I just don't like the feel of really cloying, oily SPFs on my face. So this one doesn't feel like that. It feels really nice, and this is what I am swapping to using. So I'm really happy to have found a more affordable option, but something that's still nice for kind of daily face wear. I still use my regular moisturizer as well, but this just adds a little extra moisturizer and of course that all important SPF 50. So this was the winner for me. Now, I did mention on my last video, my bath vlog, that I've been using some of the Lisa Eldridge's lipsticks lately, and I've been really impressed by them, and I wanted to mention them on this video as well because they're quite a recent discovery for me, but I'm pretty much wearing them all the time now. So I like a really bright lipstick. The one I'm wearing today is Skyscraper Rose, which you can see is a really nice hot pink. And then another favorite of mine is Velvet Ribbon, which is a real true red, really nice classic red, this one. And then one that's a bit of a surprise favorite, but I absolutely love, is this one, which is called Velvet Morning, and it's more of an orangey red color. I wear a lot of blues, navies, all of those sorts of shades, and although I like bright pink with those colors as well, this also works very, very well. So I've been really enjoying all of these 3 lipsticks, and I highly recommend them. I've also been using the Lisa Eldridge mascara, her Kitten Lash mascara, and I'm really liking it. It's got a bit of an unusual wand, but I like how it works. I'm always on the lookout for good mascaras. I have quite long eyelashes, but I still like a bit of volumizing for my eyes because I never wear eyelash extensions or things like that. So I really want my mascara to do all the work for me in that sense. And I really do like this one by Lisa Eldridge a lot. So I'm looking forward to maybe trying a bit more from her makeup range, but these are the products that I've been using lately and really liking and thought I'd share with you too. Then another star product from Boots for me, again the number 7 range, is this eyeshadow. It's called Stay Perfect Smoothing Eyeshadow. It's a bit of a kind of creamy eyeshadow. I'm wearing it today and I really like this color. I can't actually find the color on this, but it's a kind of nice brown, slightly coppery color, which is a great everyday for me. This is exactly my sort of everyday color eyeshadow. My mum uses one from this range as well that she likes a lot, and yeah, I just really recommend having a look at this Stay Perfect eyeshadow range by number 7. I really do like this one a lot. And then in terms of perfume, I did get the Rose de Grace Air-In perfume just the other day. I love a really floral rose scent in the summertime. So does my mum. This is one that we'd got the little sort of sample testers for, and we've been trying it out quite a bit between us, and we decided to get the full size bottle so we can enjoy it between us. And it's just the perfect scent for June and for the summer months ahead. So I'm really loving this. And then I picked up these little tester sets of the Air-In Rose collections. By the time this video goes up, I'll actually be in Derbyshire with my mum, which I'll look forward to sharing with you in a vlog no doubt next week. But I have got these to take with us because I actually took one of the little Air-In sampler sets. I think I've showed you before. I took it with me when we went to Bath, and it was so useful. We got a nice little set of different perfumes to enjoy through the week. Each sampler only gives you a few squirts, really. You can see they're quite small. So we really were using them up and then just throwing them out. But it was so nice to just have a set that was quite compact to pack in our suitcases, but worked really well. So I've picked up one for me of their rose collection. It's a trio of different rose scents that they have. They have the Rose de Grace, the kind of classic one. They have their Joyful Bloom variation on that scent, and Rose de Grace Rouge as well, another variation, which I don't think I've tried yet, so I'm curious about that one. So one for me, one for mum to go in our suitcases. So I really like these, and if any of you are off on holiday, then this is just a nice kind of thing to pack, because obviously you could take this on the plane as well. It's only a tiny amount, and it's just also handy to go in your suitcase as well. So really like those. Then something my mum's friend told her about when she was in Bath staying with us is this little diamond dazzle stick. My mum was saying how she really needed to clean her ring, and her friend told her about this, which it doesn't clean the silver or anything, it really cleans gems. So it's good for diamonds, but also just any other kind of gem. Maybe not something too soft, like I think I'd be careful on my ring, which has opals, but on like hard gemstones, apparently this is quite good to use. You just kind of use a brush to brush it over, and then you rinse it off and give it a bit of a polish, and it just causes your gems to shine a bit more. So my mum has been using this and enjoying it. It's kind of polished up her rings again. So that was a really good tip from our friend. Now, a lot of people have been commenting on my hair recently. Thank you very much. I have changed a little bit what I'm doing, and what I've been using is hot rollers. I will do a hair tutorial at some point because I've definitely learned a few tricks to using these, but they're so handy. I love using them so much more than a kind of curling wand and things like that. I find them so much easier. I really like how they give a sleek but sort of styled curl to my hair. These ones are T3 volumizing hot rollers. I'll link to them in the description box along with everything else. And yes, at some point I will do a hair tutorial, but these have been what I've been using, and that's what's been different about my hair lately for everyone who's been commenting on it. And I really do like them a lot, so they were a great purchase. This has been also another lovely thing lately. When my dad visited the other week, he gave me a spare set of Apple earphones that he had. I think they're not actually called earphones, they're called pods, or I don't know, something like that, but they're really handy, and I've actually been really impressed. I often don't really like having things in my ears that can bother me, but these work really well. I actually find them comfortable, and they're great because they reduce kind of background or surround sound and really kind of focus in on what you're maybe listening to. And it's just handy for me, especially if I'm editing a video or things like that, and if my mum's trying to read at the same time or something, I can pop these in, and it's just really, really handy. So I know I'm a bit late coming to these, but I was really grateful to my dad for giving me these, and they've been really great for my working life. So very, very happy to have those. And then I also wanted to talk about some dresses that I absolutely love from Sea Salt. If you've watched a few of my videos, then you'll know that most of my clothing comes from Sea Salt. I often feel like a broken record telling everyone that dress is from Sea Salt, which this one is. It's from Sea Salt, and it's one of their new styles. This is called the Top Terrace style, and I'm someone who, when I get a sort of particular style that I really like, then I'll pretty much just stick with that style. So this Top Terrace dress comes in 3 different prints, and I got all of the 3 different prints because I needed some new dresses for summer, and I just love this style. It just suits me, so I went for the same style but different prints to have a bit of a wardrobe refresh for the summer. I'll put the 2 other prints up here too. There's a really pretty kind of floral one, and then also one that has sort of seashells on it, but both very summery and very pretty. And then because we live in Yorkshire, unfortunately, it isn't a lot of the year that I could go outside in just short sleeves and not sort of freeze. So I did also get a couple of little cardigans from Sea Salt, which are really nice. They're just a bit sort of lacy, but they'll just add that little extra layer, which is always a good thing. So I got a navy, and I also got the green version to go with the more floral version of this dress. So I absolutely love these things that are just new in from Sea Salt, and I know a lot of you like Sea Salt as well, so I thought I would share those with you too. But then I also got a surprise in the post from my mum, which was really lovely, and that is these earrings, which are from a shop called The Village Green, which is actually an American shop, but she ordered these from the States. They're just very sweet little earrings. I love the little daisy, because daisies are sprinkled all over the lawn at the moment, and they're such a lovely sort of summery flower that it's so pretty to have daisy shaped earrings. So I was absolutely thrilled with these, and the Village Green is a really nice online shop. I recommend having a browse through their products. A lot of them have a bit of a vintagey feel, but they've got some nice but affordable jewellery like these earrings on there. So I was thrilled with those. And then I was also very, very happy to get some lovely books in the mail from Slightly Foxed. Of course, I got the Slightly Foxed Summer magazine, which I always really look forward to. I haven't had a chance to read this one yet, it only just came, but I can't wait to have a read. I'll maybe take it to Derbyshire so that I can read a bit at bedtime. And I always do love this literary magazine. There are always lots of interesting articles about forgotten books or backlisted books, so I'm really eager to read this new issue. And then they also sent me a press copy of their 2 latest publications, A Countryman's Summer Notebook by Adrian Bell, and then Life in Our Hands by Pamela Bright. This, I think, is a World War II memoir, and then this one is the latest in the seasonal set that Slightly Foxed are publishing of Adrian Bell's nature column, essentially, that he wrote for newspaper over many years, and Slightly Foxed have collected some highlights from these column writings by Adrian Bell. And this is very much about the English countryside and farm life, and they've collected his writings into some seasonal books. So they first did A Countryman's Winter Notebook, then there was The Countryman's Spring Notebook. The summer one has just come out, and I think the autumn one is coming out this autumn. which is really exciting. Then we'll have the full set of 4. But I can't wait to read this one. I've loved the other 2 seasonal notebooks. It's just the perfect book to have on your bedside table and dip in and out of in the evenings just before you go to sleep. It's very sort of soothing, gentle writing. So absolutely love these. I was thrilled to get the latest. So that was very exciting. And then I also love this company called the Kensington Papery. They have some really beautiful stationery products and wrapping paper and things like that. And they recently did a collaboration with Cabana. And one thing that I loved in this collaboration were these little book plates, which I thought were just so pretty. And I couldn't resist getting some because I think they're lovely. I've put one actually in a Countryman's Spring notebook so you can see the kind of effect inside. I think that looks so good, doesn't it? I have to put in one now in the summer one because I think that just looks lovely. So yes, I was thrilled with these beautiful book plates. I'm even tempted to order some more. I think there are 20. Yes, there are 20 stickers in this one, and I am tempted to get some more because I think they're absolutely lovely. So I was really thrilled with those. But let's move on now to some books. So I recently got these 2 gorgeous editions of The Secret Garden and Little Women. And I'm so impressed by them. These have been published by Abbeville Press, and I think they're really stunning. I love the end papers in this Secret Garden one. It has the lovely original illustrations by Charles Robinson in this one. There's also a really good introduction about sort of some different illustrators of the book as well, and they show you some of the different illustrations for it, which I think is fabulous, as you can see, and really interesting. But the paper is lovely quality. I think this makes such a nice reading copy. So I was thrilled to add this edition to my collection of Secret Garden books. And then similarly, this Little Women is also beautiful. Again, lovely end papers. I love this one of the home of the Little Women. It does look like Orchard House actually, which is so lovely. And there are some nice illustrations. Again, there's an interesting introduction on this book too. Lots sort of photographs and illustrations. And then there are some black and white illustrations through this, as well as some colour ones. So here's one of the colour ones, and the illustrator is Clara M. Bird. So yes, I think these are really gorgeous and wanted to share them with you too. And then I got 3 new cookbooks that I've been absolutely loving reading. I can't wait to cook from them as well. I really like Letitia Clark's cookbooks, all about Italian food and lifestyle, and I love Italian food, so I was so thrilled to get her latest, which is Wild Figs and Fennel. And this one is really sumptuously photographed. There's so many recipes I want to try in here. Like there's one for strawberry tiramisu, which just sounds amazing. But I love all of the beautiful photographs of Italy as well, and just so many really delicious sounding recipes. This cake sounds so good too. It's not all cakes though. It's a lot of different recipes, and they're all sort of seasonal, so it's arranged seasonally through the year, which you know I always love. And just lots of really interesting information on the food of Italy, traditions surrounding food as well. So yes, I'm absolutely loving this one. And then I also got Georgina Hayden's new cookbook, Greek-ish. I'm a big fan of Georgina Hayden, and I loved the sound of this one, which is essentially more everyday recipes inspired by traditional Greek recipes, but maybe aren't exactly authentic, but they have those Greek roots and they're a bit more accessible or easy to make on a sort of everyday basis. And that's exactly the kind of thing that I love. So again, it's got such great photos in this one, and lots of different dishes for like parties or more everyday weeknight meals, or lots of different sort of ideas. And I just love the look of this one as well. So yes, I can't wait to try some recipes from that. And then I got a baking book too, which I've been really looking forward to. This is Sift by Nicola Lamb. I follow her Substack newsletter, and her baking always impresses me so much. I was a little bit hesitant in getting this one because often her bakes are quite complicated and time consuming, and I'm not that kind of baker. I mean, I love to bake, but I like really easy kind of one bowl and a spoon sort of recipes are ideal for me. So I was a bit unsure, but then I saw that there were a few more kind of everyday recipes I thought sounded really good. I mean, I'm probably never going to make apricot custard mille-feuille, but you never know. Maybe one day I will be adventurous, and then if I want to, this is really like the definitive baking book, because she breaks every complicated step down, really gives very detailed instructions as to what to do. But there are also some simpler sounding cakes, like this ricotta marmalade and hazelnut chocolate chip cake, which sounds so good. So when I saw there was a section on cakes that basically just take an afternoon, is I think how this chapter is arranged, rather than like a day to make, then that made me happy. So I got this, and it's always nice to support another Substacker, so I was happy to get her book for that reason too. So yeah, I was thrilled with this one. I'm sure it will inspire some baking. But yes, so those are all of the things that I've been loving lately. I hope you've enjoyed these recommendations. Do let me know of anything that you've been particularly loving, because I'd really be interested to know. But I hope you've all been having a wonderful week. Hope you have a lovely weekend ahead. Looking forward to hopefully sharing my Derbyshire adventures with you soon. Thank you so much for all of the lovely comments on my last travel vlog, my last video. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that. An extra big thanks as always to those of you who pressed the super thanks button on that video. I so appreciate your support, the support of people who join my communities, like my Seasons of Story Substack, but also to everyone who likes and comments and takes the time to watch my videos. I appreciate all of your different support. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.